Alright, adishimamba aha ayeho TV mwankasa mwade share merry go mata say na weniti ase Ghana ensem a de akotene na mekobua e bia no a mebegye na mo nso mo cheche mo adwen e wo ye comment section ase de amay na ene da ide eyesa man bi abamonte so abeka ensem bia abusia ensem ne de ano emu edu pa chese nyansem bia na metumi aka. Was it seems say Ghana for ya pampa doctors and nurses need too much. I must say the Jimina adoso. Na se woko other countries ye pe the most useless people pa doctors and nurses. You got here ne explanation or kasa answer me but I wojina so awade kasa answer we be embra.
I dare say that we are jokes in this country. We are complete jokers in this country. I'm telling you. Kwame, we have lives and properties to save as a country. The only person in this country who does not contribute anything to the growth of this economy called Ghana in this country is the madman. Is the madman. And even with the madman has what? Right to live, right to breathe, and under no circumstance that anybody deprive the madman of these two essentials. I think that we have over-pampered nurses. We have over-pampered doctors in this country. Elsewhere, doctors are the most useless people you can ever find. Elsewhere, nurses are the most useless people you can ever find. Useless in quote, not us in there. They don't have anything to offer. But they don't regard them as people who should be doing things that, I mean, to rather look at people as not human beings, therefore they don't deserve the attention. I mean, you choose the profession, nobody chose it for you. The nurses in this country, for me, I think politics in this country has spoiled a lot of things. Let me put it this way. Kwame, I don't know if you have experienced an altercation between you or a family member in any of the hospitals in Ghana.
I have.
You have. And what was the experience? Can you share?
It was crazy. That's all I would say.
So is it nice? And I said this, that they chose the profession by themselves. Nobody choose that. If it's a family, if it's a parent, if it's a, nobody forced them. You know the rules and the ethics of that profession before you join, because you are taught how to give essential service. You are taught how to handle emergencies. You are taught as a doctor how to prioritize certain sickness.
Class 91.3 FM.
You are prioritized. Kwame, me sitting here in the US that I've been, and I know, even if you are going to die in the next minutes and you are able to walk to the hospital and then they see another person who is even pretending and then manage to be in the ambulance, the moment they hear the siren, whether Kwame you are attending to somebody, whether you are doing anything that is needful, whether or not, you need to forgo everything and then rush to save life. That's the presumption. But here is not the case. Here it's as if that because they don't receive their salary, they should punish human beings to death, so that the government will see that yes, I'm punishing people to death, therefore pay me my money. That's foolishness. Every one of us, if anybody pretends that, look, what happened doesn't serve these people right, even though it is wrong to assault anybody by law of this country, but anybody who has ever had experience of being malhandled by
don't mean that you cannot. You see, let me take it from this perspective. Before, as a government agency, you can recruit, right? You first of all have to get what we call financial clearance from Ministry of Finance. If you do not get the financial clearance, there is no basis for even going ahead to do the recruitment. I am suggesting to you on this platform that all the recruitments that were done then, every institution had financial clearance predating even the election day. Because if you didn't have financial clearance, on what basis will you proceed with the recruitment process for you who to come and pay? If it had been the case that the directive that came from the Chief of Staff office was that, all the recruitments or all the employment that were awarded, all of them that did not have financial clearance, at the end of the day, you are going to revoke those appointments, I would have sided with them, because it wouldn't make any reasonable sense to give
Class 91.3 FM
employment letters to people that the state does not have the capacity in terms of the financial capacity to pay. But in this context, I am giving you an instance of an institution where I worked. There, if you move to other institutions, people had even worked for 3 years, 4 years,
and they were still asked to go. In the context of Ken being the leader of the country at some point, which is what you're leading, what is that thing that would make me think whether I'm a delegate or when he goes past that process and he ends up leading the party going into elections in 2028? Ken is the man. When we are having a conversation about employment, he's going to come in and create those opportunities for whoever to be pretty much settled in the space in which they operate.
I think it's about the life that he's lived even at an individual level. It's all about job creation. His life, his personal life at an individual level has always been about job creation. You see, we talk about ideas, we talk about vision, and of course, ideas alone cannot run a state. You need ideas, all right, but also you need implementation of those ideas. And if you look at Ken, everything about him, what he stood for, has always been about job creation and entrepreneurship. So for him, his vision is just about coming to transform this country through entrepreneurship. That is one of the greatest trademark that he's going to bring on board. And of course, you can verify from the things he's done in the past that single-handedly one individual has created about 7,000 jobs throughout his lifetime for the ordinary Ghanaian to benefit. And so it gives that credence to him that he can make that his trump card, because that has been what he has been doing, that has been what he stood for, all about job creation. So yes, it's not necessarily also about job creation, but also creating more entrepreneurs, because we agree if you move to advanced countries, job creation is not only a reverse for the government. In truth and in all honesty, 80% of the jobs that has been created in advanced countries are not even owned by the governments. They are owned by private individuals. So it's just about having that leader with a mindset to create more Kennedy Japons, having a leader with a mindset to create more Ibrahim Mohammed, to create more Jospons, to create more Brian Champons, so that at the end of the day, these individuals will have the capacity.
Let's come back to the issue. Me, I side with Raf, because if through some uselessness, negligence, that has made your relative pass on.
You can't say a nurse is useless. Based on what? Based on information you have, based on what you may have been told, you were not there. On what basis are you drawing a conclusion that a nurse is useless? And that's why I've taken you off. 0302208080 0302208080. Hello, good morning. What's your monka?
Menti omonko.
Ebefa.
Mate bra kwame. Alaji Said Ahmed ekoso etio. Ma memfa nchi akasi emfema no. Ma osime mo. Au show adia. Ni ji ho papa.
Dana se.
Mechi ama di election. Yebeko na sudi mu. Le mo futu kakra ho ayo se de na na bi. Yesi asem ni fia. Yonko fasem emfema. Bra kwame. Dr. Pabobo ebo enyumbi. Osi onipa pen ho asem. Osi asem pen nipa, ni nipa and pen ho asem. Eti na na bi ya besre no. ɔnka na no ntom na police for so ɔmbɛbɔ ban ama akɔ election yɛbɛto peaceful a bɔne biara esi eti mu ɔnkɔfa asɛm ɛmfɛ ma na emo so ɔpɛ so ɔkɔfa asɛm ba deɛ a asɛm no bɛfɔl for ɔno ankasa obi nto aso
Obi beto aso, me da say 030